What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your dog DP Kingpin Chronicles presenting the Trade War Chest and the 30 Days to Profitable Trading webinars that we do every Sunday, right? Usually at around 7 p.m., but I've been off the last couple weeks. I had some personal things going on, but I'm back in my element and I'm ready to go. The market been crazy and I'm excited to share these charts with y'all this evening. Make sure if you have not already, right, hit the subscribe button, man. Help the channel grow, right? Turn on the notification buttons so when we drop this content, regardless of whether it's the trading information that we sharing and teaching people, trying to help people get their money right through trading, whether it's, I'm a tax professional, so whether it's some tax information or any kind of information, the Urban Post, the hot topics, all that stuff, man. You don't want to miss it, man. But tonight we're gonna be getting into this chart, and I'm gonna show y'all what my plan is with gold for the week. So let me put gold on the stage and remove. There we go. Put me down in a little small corner somewhere, right? Um, this is what we're working with, and we got a chart that look a little different because I'm in my Weeble app, and I kind of like this chart. Also, it don't have as many options as in TradingView, but I like the chart in Weeble because I am able to watch my stock positions. Not, well, they ain't my positions, but it's my watch list of the stocks that I do mingle and dingle with. Trading is trading. A chart is a chart is a chart. So once you learn how to read these charts, you're able to do any kind of trading you want. You can get into options. You can day trade. You can swing trade. There's a bunch of different ways you can trade. But first thing you got to be able to do is you got to be able to analyze and read these charts, right? So right here, we starting out on the daily, and I'm gonna just minimize things a little bit so y'all could see it. Matter of fact, let's go up to the weekly, and we can see on the weekly, basically for the past year, gold has been going straight up in the air, straight up. It has since 2024, the end of 2023, it's doubled in value, right? Gold has doubled in value, which means that the dollar has lost half of its value, right? Because these things run neck and neck. The dollar isn't backed by gold, but it most definitely is traded by gold, and they do uh, uh, um, make each other's prices fluctuate. If gold is going up, more than likely the dollar is going down. If the dollar is going down, more than likely, and so forth and so forth on, you can find these correlations. And that is another reason for me always having this screen showing. I trade generally with three charts, three screens, right? And one of my screens is always going to be this Weeble screen because I'm able to watch what's going on with these specified stock positions. So take note on these stock positions and understand that you can kind of watch these particular stock positions to understand what's going to happen with gold. And I'm sorry if I'm moving the mouse all around, but I do that as I talk. But we do see that gold is on this bull run marked by a blue trend line right here. And then we see where it met this resistance right here at 3,500, which is the all-time high, right? And it's been kind of going sideways. It took a major dip right there and set pretty much what we could say was the new major support level at 31, 37, 60 or somewhere around there. And it eventually made its way right back up and hovering like it's going to try and retest that all-time high that we once had. So we're going to be watching. We got this trend line, possible trend line right here marked because if we come up and keep meeting this resistance and starting to move down, then we might be signaling a reversal in gold and for price to come back and reset itself right around this 3,150 approximate price. So let's move down into the daily chart. And it's pretty much the same chart over the same period of time. And we can see that it's continually just been moving upward, man. The price is just going up on gold. You got some news and some major events that happen that cause these major dips that you see. But you notice that when you see these major dips, that the buyback come back even stronger. So that's just letting us know that it's a lot of momentum uh, that's pushing for gold prices to go back up in the market, right? And we see that once it got around 33 to 3,400, it started to settle and get in kind of like, I'm not gonna say a consolidation, but it is pretty much a consolidation on the long haul. But we're gonna go down so we can get into a more short term chart to start to form our analysis, and we can see that over the past uh, month or so, it's been crazy, up, down, up, down, up, down. But we got some solid points that are on the chart that have stood the test of time. So we ain't gonna make too many changes to that. What we are gonna do is I want to just mark this short trend line right here. Right. And I'm not saying that it's a trend, but we just want to be aware of all of the momentum that is apparent in the market, right? And it's apparent that the price dipped down to 32.65, but it's been on a continual push back up, looking to test this last resistance level, and it's got close. And we're gonna see, but for this week, we're gonna look for it to go back up and continue to try to test the all-time high and possibly set a new one. I'm a firm believer that gold will be over close to or over $4,000 an ounce by the end of this year, beginning of next year. And if this geopolitical stuff with any of the Israel and Iran and all these other different parts of the world go on, then that's only going to drive the safe haven resort for investors to gold, and gold is going to skyrocket. Um, we're getting a lot of price action in crypto. Bitcoin is on a roller coaster, but it's seeming to want to stay above 100,000 per Bitcoin. So I guess that's good for Bitcoin enthusiasts and long-term investors. Um, I got out of most of my positions, around 121,000 when it touched up there. I thought that was crazy, so I closed out a lot of my positions. But I am waiting for a dip in Bitcoin to get back into it, and I do think that Bitcoin's price is going to have to take a dip for gold prices to reach the $4,000 ounce projection that I give for the year end or next year's beginning. BlackRock is probably one of the biggest investors as far as companies in Bitcoin. Their stock, it's up, but it's kind of, it's going through it. All of the Vanguard, those are butter, but they determine basically the strength of the economy. And then we got a couple crypto stocks that kind of let me know what's going to go on with Bitcoin and so forth and so on. But for tonight, as always, we're gonna go down to a shorter chart, and this chart really don't mean nothing for tonight. On Sundays, you always want to be extra careful with your trading because it's the week begins. It's Monday in Australia, and it's the beginning of the week. So the beginning of the week, Mondays are always crazy in trading. So if you do plan to get on tonight, you just want to make sure you watching the open until the time period that you normally usually get in the market. I'm going to be opening up the market so that I can watch to see what happens at the open, so I don't fall for no fake outs or none of that later on in the evening. I'm gonna probably spend next couple hours, I got it free, getting me some money. But yeah, we think it's gonna. I think it might take a little. Let's go down to 15 minutes. And it was real choppy and just not really a lot of movement in the market. Uh, this is a 15-minute chart, so that's showing the last day or so in the market, and it was a real choppy up and down day. I'm expecting the same thing this evening, um, but I do think that we're gonna make a stride upward. We do see here we have this momentum here that we're also gonna mark. I'm sorry. We're gonna mark this momentum because it is a 15-minute chart momentum. I'm gonna mark that for reference. So I know that if we break that, then I'm looking for it to come down to this next level for support, right? So I'm gonna be looking, and we got a red cloud. So I think price is gonna push up until we get a bigger green cloud, and then we'll start to come through there and test for support. Probably a little bit higher, 185, 190, somewhere around there. Probably be the lows for the night. And then I'm looking for the market to definitely break 2408, 2403, really somewhere around there, but somewhere up in that area. So just be on a stand out. Make sure my general thumb of rule is I'm gonna watch the market for about the first hour. I ain't gonna take no positions unless it's just like you know unmistakable for what direction the market is going. But I do think it's gonna open up kind of crazy, so I'm gonna wait and watch the craziness and find the right spot to get in and get right out with my profit goal for the day and be done and see it again in the London market. So that's what we're gonna be looking for. I don't know what just happened there. Whole chart just changed, but we're gonna get out of that anyway. Uh, I'm back. All right. Let me blow me up. Yeah. Just be careful, man, in the market tonight. It has been extremely crazy in the market, and you want to be precise. You don't want to set your goals too high. You don't want to be greedy. Take what you can get. My motto is 25 pips and dip. You know, 25 pips and dip. You want to make sure that you're using your stop losses, your take profit, all the automations you can use to make sure that your trading experience goes as smoothly and effortlessly as possible. That's about it for the night. If I have anything else or want to go over anything else, I'm in the lab tonight. I'll probably be coming back on to do a little live trading session. It'll probably be the London market right before it. Uh, so make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications. Definitely, if you're interested in becoming a trader. Another thing that I'm gonna be working on is y'all know I'm a tax preparer for my profession. I'm gonna be looking to bring on some people this year, and I'm also gonna be launching a program, basically a solo starter kit for anybody that's looking to get into the tax industry and start their own tax business. Uh, from start to business, I'm gonna share all of the steps that I took to get to where I'm at. I got my own private practice. I'm actually in my own location that the practice has earned and funded for itself. So, you know, if it worked, why fix it? And on another shoulder, why not share it with other people? But I'm DP. I'm gone, man. It's the weekly live analysis and forecast on gold. Make sure to use your automations, manage your risk wisely, and do not get greedy. That's the worst thing for a trader is to get greedy. So I'm out, man. Any questions, man? Comment, man. I'm good at responding. Or grab the link to the sites and the description to the video once they upload, and you can get in contact with me or check out some of my websites, products, and educational materials that I do offer. So I'm out. It's your boy DP Trade War Chest. 30 days to profitable trading challenge. I'm gone.